Hi, I'm Rob Fraser, and today we're looking at the Subaru XV. This is an all-new vehicle based on the new global platform that the Impreza's on, and it has changed the game in that sub $45,000 all-wheel drive SUV category. 4 models in the lineup, 1 engine, 1 transmission, all all-wheel drive, all with a 5-star NCAP safety rating. Let's have a look and see what is so good about this new XV. One of the things about this new platform is that it's actually allowed the vehicle to have a lot more room inside while not really being that much bigger outside. So for the driving perspective, as you can see, I'm a bit bigger than the average bear, but I can hop in easily. There's plenty of headroom, there's plenty of shoulder room. I've got more than enough leg room to slide back. The seats themselves are fairly comfortable. This particular one doesn't have lumbar support, but it still is actually pretty comfortable in the back. Height and reach adjustable steering wheel. I can get a really good driving position. So as I said, I got plenty of room in the front, and the passenger at the front would have plenty of room. But I think if you, considering it's probably going to be predominantly couples that buy this car, if you've got another couple that are coming with you on a day trip or an adventure, they probably want to be just a little bit smaller than me, because behind me there's not a lot of room. I think for normal sized people a lot better, or for kids a lot better. I'm a little bit sort of squashed in, but it is actually a really comfortable back seat, so that's a good thing. The other good thing about the XV is that you've got the roof rails on top for those people with that active lifestyle that want to put their bikes or kayaks or anything else on top there. So that takes care of those big bulky items. The boot itself is actually quite good. It opens fairly high, which is good. I'm 190 centimetres tall, and it's higher than me, so that's excellent. There's a very high lip for loading and a flat area that you can put all your gear into. And it actually, the seats fold down fairly easily to give you a nice long load area. Not very deep, which is why you need to put the bulky things on top, but perfect for weekends away, or to put all the extra gear that you want to do for whatever your scuba diving gear or anything you want to put in there. It's perfect for that. The other thing I actually like about the new XV, and some people have commented that it looks ugly, I actually like the rear end. It's quite sort of defined and masculine without having that really bulbous side lights that's become the design trend these days. It actually looks fairly integrated, which is good. I like it. It's a tick for me. One of the things I like about the XV is the steering wheel, and it's small, thick rimmed. It feels good in the hands. It's quite responsive. They've redesigned this central sort of spoke area to make it a bit more upmarket. The indicator stalks and the wipers are above the central spoke, which you can see, which is good. The central dash system itself is great. The 2 dials are very clear, provide great information, and the multifunction display in the centre gives you as much as what you need in terms of information there. It also gives you the lane assist warning with all the information on top. So that's all good, clear, concise. Subaru has made great use of this area above the central stack for a whole lot more information, including your symmetrical all-wheel drive information, fuel economy, and your average speed, that type of stuff, your radio, your distance to empty, your eyesight, and I leave it on this when I'm forward driving, but please don't watch this while you're off-road. Watch the road, because if you're relying on this to tell you you're in trouble, you are in deep trouble. The other thing as part of this all-new XV is the redesign of this central area here. Much better than it was in the past. Very clear, very easy to read. Now has both the Android and the Apple CarPlay, and very intuitive to use, very simple, easy on the touch. Great design. Great graphics on the reversing camera, very clear, very easy to read. As I mentioned, now the Subaru XV has 1 engine across the 4 models in the range. That's the 2-litre boxer motor, all driven by the CVT, the constant variable transmission. For my money, the CVT actually works really well in everyday circumstances. There's a couple of limitations to it, and I think Subaru can probably match the engine to the CVT a little bit better, but it does actually, it's quite adequate for everyday sort of driving, which is good. The motor itself has more than adequate power and torque for the type of driving that's going to be done, and you'll see later on we're going to do a little bit of sand driving in one of the later variants to have a look at what that does. On dirt and dirt tracks, the all-wheel drive with its class-leading ground clearance of 220 millimeters is excellent off-road, and it's ideally designed for snow and that type of thing. So it really is purposely designed for active lifestyle people, which is great. There's a couple of other little things about the XV as well. The first one, being on the Subaru global platform, allows the vehicle itself to have much better handling, a much smoother ride over corrugations and bumps and dirt roads, and we have actually taken this on a number of dirt roads and it was quite impressive. The other thing it does, it allows a more compliant suspension, but still maintaining reasonably good ride and handling, so that's great. The economy is okay. We're averaging about 10.8 litres per 100 k's now. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible either. And again, most people driving this around on a day-by-day basis around town could probably expect somewhere between 10 to 11 litres per 100 k's in real life. Again, not awesome, but not terrible. The other thing you notice about the XV on this new Subaru global platform is how quiet it is. Especially on dirt, it is surprisingly quiet, and also on that rough asphalt where you normally get a lot of tyre noise, not so much with the new XV. You do get a little bit more with the 18-inch alloy wheels, which is on the S model, but all the other models in the range with the 17-inch wheels, very, very quiet. So that's it for the Subaru XV 2-litre Premium. As you can see, it is based on this new Subaru global platform, a totally different vehicle to the vehicle that it replaced. It's improved in almost every aspect, and for around about that 32,000 and a touch manufacturer's list price, we add on all the extras with the dealer delivery and stamp duty, etc. It represents excellent value, I think. If you're in the market for an active lifestyle vehicle, an all-wheel drive SUV, you really should have a good look at Subaru's new XV model. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.